Hello and welcome, heroes. Welcome back to Manny Reads Comics. Today I'm reading Nightwing number 80 by Tom Taylor, and the artist is Bruno Redondo. Good stuff. I'm very excited about this one, Nightwing 80. Um, yeah, man, nothing bad to say about this. Let me go ahead and start off by the begin in the beginning. Um, it opens up, and I can already relate basically with Dick Grayson here. He just got a new dog, and it's barking and barking and barking. Basically, there's somebody at the door. There turns out to be some detectives, but man, stopping a dog from barking, I swear. Like my dogs, anytime, even when I'm in my office here, they know I'm home. As soon as I open the door to my office, they start barking at me. I mean, like, she's like, you guys know who I am. So, either way, that's a different tangent. I can relate to having a new dog and having it bark for every little reason. But these detectives do show up, and they have a couple of questions for Dick Grayson about his stolen credit cards, because he did report in the last issue he actually got pickpocketed, which he cannot live down with the Bat family. Everyone's heard about it already. Barbara told everybody. But the cops show up, and they're asking about his stolen credit card. He's like, yeah, I reported that. And then they ask him about the hotel room that he booked for. I forgot the guy's name, but his son's name was Elliot. They were the homeless people that gave him the idea to pretty much buy food for the homeless community around them, and then pretty much an idea of what to do with the amount of money that Alfred left him. Um, but of course, in the last issue, we saw that guy got killed. Heartless took his heart, um, and so now his body's been discovered, and these detectives are trying to find out what happened. And Dick Grayson here is the main suspect. They're thinking he booked the room for them. He didn't want to do something uh, that he wanted, and one thing led to another. And then there's a bunch of bodies like that, a bunch of homeless people's bodies. Um, and so Dick's like, no, I mean it wasn't me, and he calls Barbara. Um, he is the one that tells the detectives about Elliot, the son, and instead of taking that like as a sign of cooperation and I didn't do this, they find it even more suspicious. And I can see both sides. Like on one side, I know who Dick Grayson is, I know what kind of person he is, so I'm like, just believe him, he's fine, he's gonna help you out. But on the other hand, if you don't know who he is, and he mentions the son, and he has a lot of details like this, it is very suspicious. But he calls um, Barbara on the phone, asks her to come back, and they're kind of they're flirting a little bit. And I just read Teen Titans Academy. He is with Starfire at the moment, so I'm just like, hey, be careful there. Even later on in the in this issue, Tim Drake asks, like, so what's going on there, and he says, I don't know, and that's not the right answer. Yes, come on, man. We've been down this hole before. You know what the answer is, but here he is making that mistake. Um, Whatever. I do like that these detectives, they aren't just dumb detectives of whatever. Like they're actually doing their job, and they're doing a good job, and they're very straight and to the point. Um, they let Dick know that he's a suspect, and they want to know what he did with the bodies, and I like that. They do ask when Barbara comes back. They ask what her relationship is to Dick Grayson here, and again, she's like, I don't see how. Like he's like, I'm trying to figure that one out myself, and she's like, that's not relevant here. And the detectives, oof, they tried to bite back at both of them, and they said like, we'll decide what's relevant here. They don't know who they're messing with. Immediately, she's just like, well, I have my law degree, and no, I have my law degree, and then Dick is like, oh yeah, I do too. So um, they they pretty much leave immediately. The next panel is them leaving with nothing, because they're not gonna get anything. Of course, they didn't do anything, and they're kind of being too direct. But as soon as they leave, they both go into hero mode. She goes into Oracle mode. He starts changing into his Nightwing costume, and the art here is amazing. There's just small panels to the left of it, and then the small panels on the bottom right corner. But throughout the 2 pages, it's like this huge uh, drawing of of his apartments and how he has like an elevator that goes from his room down to the, I guess, Nightwing cave. Um, I'm not sure what to call that, and it's just very immersive. I liked it. I felt like I was moving along with them as they had their conversation. It was really nice. It was good. Um, so then Dick needs to call Tim Drake in for some help. He comes in when he introduces Tim Drake, like in the like inner monologue. He says that most people feel like Tim Drake is the best Robin, and he doesn't. He kind of agrees to it. He just basically says that he gets it. He understands why people think that. So is that an agreement? Who knows? Me personally, I think Nightwing is the best Robin, but that's neither here nor there. When he gets there, when Tim gets there, he has a present from Bruce to Dick, and it's a wallet, and it's got a chain on it, and he's like, "So you don't lose it," and it's just an inner joke. Everyone's laughing about it. Dick knows that he's not gonna live this one down, and I liked it just because it shows that that humor side of Bruce. You don't really see that much, so it's good to see it, and it's a good joke, honestly. Then they both leap off the roof onto a train, and I'm gonna keep talking about it. The art is just so simple. That scene is so simple. There's not really anything great about it, but it's dynamic. And I just said it's nothing great about it, but that's what makes it great. It's the simply dynamic. I don't know how else to explain that. Um, but it's nice. They land on the train. Um, they start going over the plan of how they're gonna find this guy, Heartless. Dick asks Tim to infiltrate the group of homeless kids that he found, to try to talk to Elliot to try to see if he has any clues. He takes the dog. I think her name is Haley. Um, and while he's walking into the camp, he's talking on the radio with Dick, and he's like, "So Barbara spent the night, huh?" And he's like, "I don't want to talk about it." And he's like, I'm just saying. And then Barbara comes in and she's like, I'm listening too. And he's like, oh, I do now. Yes. So that's just like, it's pretty funny. It's good writing right there. It's just, this is obviously a very important case, but they're having fun with it as well. It's not just all business. So I like that. Um, then these two, so while they're in the camp, Tim talks to them. Everything's going great. That he learns what he needs to learn. He's about to leave, and these two thugs come in, Brutal, and Electrocutioner. I've never heard of these guys. I don't know if they're new or not. I'm gonna assume they're new, just because I've never heard of them. If they are not new, please let me know. But if they are new, I love the introduction. It's just it doesn't need any kind of big. Oh, here's the first appearance of blank. This is the creation of blank. Oh, blah blah blah. As much as I like Miracle Molly and I'm liking Ghostmaker and things like that, they made it too much of a big deal of creating new characters. Like, so with this, if they are new characters, I like this introduction. Just let it happen naturally. Look at what they do. They are just a couple of blockbusters men, and it's just straight to the point. They want to take some money from the homeless kids. Yeah, and basically just saying any crime that happens here in Bloodhaven is a cut of it will go to Blockbuster. So he's in charge of all of it. Nightwing and Robin go into fight mode, and have I mentioned the art? Because here it is again. It's just again a beautiful scene of them fighting, and it shows the teamwork that they have. Um, if you've never heard of Nightwing and Robin or any like the Batman characters, and you saw this scene, you would immediately say like they've been working together for years. Because look at how beautiful this fight is. They not at one time do you think they're gonna lose or anything. They beat them, and soon after the camp is set on fire. And at first, Tim thinks that it was Brutal and Electrocutioner, but these thugs are pretty smart. They say something that's I agree with. These dead people don't pay money. Dead people don't pay their debts, right? So why would they burn the camp? But Tim does still smell the accelerant, so he knows that there's something up. So he's letting Nightwing know. Uh, Nightwing knows. He's like, I got it. I understand. Because he goes in to save these two people, these two kids. And as he stands in front of them protecting them, in front of him, facing him is heartless, and that's how it ends. They just stand face to face. This first time they meet, and and that's it. Fire all around them. It's great. That's pretty much the story. And one more thing about the art, not even Bruno Redondo's art. This is Bruce Campbell. He drew the variant cover for Nightwing, and I just gotta say, I have it right here. This is beautiful. As I was looking at it to show it to you guys, um, I just kept noticing different things, like the Superman right here. I didn't notice it at first. You got the Flash socks up here. You got Wonder Woman, like a shirt up there. Batman boxer briefs. You got a Green Lantern shirt. It's just a beautiful cover. So I just needed to show that off for a quick second. And if you're listening on Spotify or any kind of podcast platform, sorry you can't see it. You can see it if you would like on my YouTube channel, Manny Reads Comics. Anyways, um, moving on to the review. This is a 9 out of 10. Like I said, everything about this, there was smart cops. The art was amazing, dynamic. Um, the progression, great scenes, the fight scenes, the teamwork, the humor with Batman is just a great. I was about to say episode, but it's an issue. Yeah, it's a great issue. What do we else we have here? Tim and Dick being in the same book. Tim, Dick, and Barbara being in the same book was great. Um, and the villain slash the thugs introductions. If they are new, that was amazing. If they weren't new, even better. You don't need to make a big deal of look who just showed up. It's just they're there. You know, that's how life is. People show up places whether you like it or not. There are zero negatives to this book. Um, if you haven't jumped on Nightwing, Tom Taylor is the writer, so you're gonna want to jump on right now. So that's it. That's pretty much all of it. Again, thank you for listening. Make sure you follow on Spotify or any podcast platform. Head to YouTube to subscribe and share there. Like I said, share. That's the main word right there. Heroes share with friends and family members that would appreciate this content. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.